most exotic goods on the planet. All here, in one stall. Take a look. Good as new. Like she's right off the factory floor.
Okay, great. So we can get anywhere we need to go?
To the horizon and back if you need to. Stop Sleazeville.
Why are you saying that?
You kidding me? You can't see that this poser prince is using you to restart a war so he can fucking swim in serum?
Even if Abundance has tried to kill me, I don't know if I'm ready to do this.
Don't be daft, boy. Victor Watcher, the ill-intentioned illiterate, wants to kill you, not Abundance. And what about those poor soldiers who, I'm afraid, yes, will pay dearly from a new war? The prince is charming, but it's just a mask, a disguise for his evil. At this point, I wouldn't even be surprised, but I would be appalled if they were collaborating.
I agree this mission is distasteful, but I'm sure there are other motives here. Dandolo is not the type to wave a red flag just to provoke a new war. He knows how delicate the situation is. As for the costume story, I'm sure he also has some productive purpose for that, too.
Yeah, no shit. If the purpose is to get rich quick.
Don't forget, Dandolo is a merchant first, leader second, humanitarian third. Coming from a corporation, it might be hard for you to understand, but he's essentially driven by self-interest. Morality isn't the issue. It's not about good or bad, it's about what's profitable. Dandolo is simply an opportunist, and if the peace between Aurora and Abundance is sincere, then one isolated attack shouldn't instigate a whole new war.
I know this doesn't feel right, but remember, you don't owe Abundance a thing. And even if they do go back to war, it's because they were already hungry for a fight. With Dandolo, you just need to read between the lines sometimes. When we get there, maybe we can try something a little craftier and avoid a conflict altogether. I think what he really wants are the costumes, though I'm not sure why.
The hell am I doing here? Abundance, Aurora, Technomancers? Doesn't make a goddamn difference. All a bunch of assholes begging for more power. What the hell does all of that have to do with me? I doing here?
Halt! Don't move! What are you doing? In case you haven't heard, there's been a truce and a peace treaty's being negotiated.
Yeah, we heard. Truth is, though, we're not part of Abundance anymore.
If you're seeking asylum, I'm sorry, but
That's not what we're after. Even if the deal's tempting... Just listen. We work for a guy who wants nothing more than to restart the war between your corporation and Abundance. We were sent to attack you and make it look like Abundance broke the truce.
so why are you telling me?
Because I've seen too much blood and war for one lifetime. But I need a favor. Our backer wanted us to bring back your uniforms to prove we accomplished the mission.
Your employer won't just take your word for it? Doesn't sound like such a good employer. Here, take this key. It'll get you into our stock over there. We always have some spares. You're a Technomancer too? What a shame. Would have been nice to just talk. Exchange information we know about the settlers. About Earth.
Maybe another time, yeah? Thanks for the key.
Death to the humans! Cain avenges us!
Dandolo will have his costumes.
You think he likes playing dress up or some shit? Because, I mean, I don't really see the point.
He's an offbeat fellow, but I can't imagine him dressing up in front of the mirror, though I can't imagine the pompous laughter if he liked the way he looked. Nah, he must have buyers. Dandolo asks for things for a reason. However indirect his requests may be, they're always planned investments that he anticipates to pay off in time.
These unis better make him happy. I don't want to keep running errands for the Prince of Dress-Up.
I could be wrong, but I am doubtful his request will stop here. He is the Prince of Merchants. He'll maximize what he can get out of every friend and acquaintance.
Let's hurry back so we'll still have some time to eat. I am famished. Who knew that walks in the desert could be so... Am I in the mood for something bitter or umami?
It might seem like we're running pointless errands, but isn't it nice here? We are fed, housed, and welcomed by friends, and far from Victor's madness.
Yeah, we get it. You like Dandolo. But I'm still the one who's driving us around, and this is the last time I act like a fucking costume rental service.
Zachariah, what can I do for you?
We found the Aurora convoy you wanted us to hit. I got the uniforms you wanted, but sorry, Dandolo, I couldn't bring myself to start another war.
That was... naive, Zachariah. Both corporations, with or without you, are working on their own excuses to return to war. Aurora for pride, and Abundance for revenge. You only delayed the inevitable.
Fine, but their blood won't be on me.
Need I remind you that we welcomed you with open arms when you had nowhere else to go? Fine, fine. I have another matter that you can take care of to make it up to me. Remember earlier when I told you Ophir's Vori have their sights set on Noctis? Want a foothold in my city that'll let them reach the other corporations? Well, the thought's been eating at me. Makes me sick to think of their violence intruding on this city. Luckily, up till now, it was just a distant threat. Scuffles in our fair city and the attitudes of some of our newer inhabitants make me wonder why they haven't already found their way in.
What do you want me to do exactly?
Investigate. Suss it out. You know the Vori, their methods, probably even some of their members. If they're here, I'm sure you'll see them. When you do, lure them out, then kick them out. We don't want them here. Oh, one more thing, probably nothing. I'm sure you're aware the ASC now controls Ophir. And, as I'm sure you can imagine, its constant surveillance makes it difficult for our underground matters. All thanks to new asinine restrictions created daily, like a tightening noose. So I need you to smuggle some of our merchandise in through the city's underworks, as you call it, to one of our clients. And since I know you know them well, it should be a cakewalk for you. And lucrative. Very lucrative. My property manager will give you the goods.
I'll do my best. I thought the city accepts everyone. Or just everyone but the Vori. I doubt everyone you've let in here has a spotless record.
Certainly. but most come here to start a new life. Perhaps they were crooks, bandits, maybe worse, but they're repentant crooks, bandits, and maybe worse. The mobs aren't coming here to change. They're coming to spread their ways. The Vori, as you call them, try to set up parallel governments everywhere they go, sticking their fingers in every little pie, affecting free market, getting their way with violence. Their ways affect the trade and proper functioning of our people. Not to mention that Mr. Anton Rogue started a little pissing match with me. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna lose.
What's the merchandise? What kind of client is it? So I know what I'm getting into.
Sure, only fair. In abundance, there are those who, despite fear of Victor and his ASC cronies, are willing to go to any length to combat his control and corruption. They're terrorists to some, opponents to others, rebels to many. Whatever you call them, they need certain resources to do their work. Weapons, communication devices, information. Anything any soldier needs. I don't agree with their tactics or idealistic dogmas, but they've been good to me. They always pay on time. You'll be meeting with one of them, giving them gear for their attempted revolution.
Had another power outage this morning.
Damn! It happens a few times a day now. It's those thieves.
I know.
Welcome, welcome. What's your pleasure? What are you looking for?
Dandolo asked me to check in with everyone around here. Just wondering if you've been a victim of threats, extortion, or robbery lately.
Look, why are you looking to rock the boat, huh? There are men that you don't want to mess with. But if the prince trusts you... Yeah, a couple of scary-looking guys have been making the rounds, threatening a bunch of us. We pay them loads of serum or they say they'll bankrupt us. Those that said no are slowly losing their businesses.
How's that?
Their merchandise is getting stolen or ruined. One got beat on his way home. The rest of us are staying scared and paying what they want.
Where can I find them? Nah, don't worry. They won't bother you after I'm done.
Yeah, they just don't make things worse for us, you know? The ones I've seen hang around the center of the market.
Then that's where I'll go. Relax. It's gonna be over soon.
This isn't no fear. Noctis's heart lies in its market, and once you control the market, taking the whole city is merely a formality. If this keeps up, Dandolo has a right to be worried.
Sir, please, help me! They killed my husband! Sir, I'm sorry to...
I heard you help people around the city. Heard you had compassion for those in need. I'm sorry. My name is Carlotta.
Zachariah Mancer. What can I do for you?
It's my husband. He's gone. He just... I know he's dead. I know it. Whoever did it, please. Find whoever did this to him. Find those men.
What men, ma'am? You saw men take your husband?
No, I mean, I don't know. Some men came to find him a while ago. Threatened him, saying they wanted him to pay him serum in return for their protection. He said no, and their threats got worse. Then one morning, when I wasn't there, something happened at the shop. Everything was overturned, broken, and Fabio was gone. I know they did it!
All right, all right. It sounds like the Vori. And if it is, unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna find your husband alive either. I'm sorry. But do you know where I could find them?
Last time I saw them, they were around the community soup. Please, please make them pay for what they did.
I'll do my best to find them, ma'am. You've got my word.
This feels bad, Zachariah. That man who disappeared, he ain't gonna be found alive. And Ophir's mob's just pouring into Noctis with their violence. We need to get them out.
Do I see Vori and Noctis? No, look at that, I do. Your cover's blown. Get out.
Sure. Right after you.
I want to make sure you understand a few things. First, I'm a technomancer. Second, you know someone that can get shocked so bad that they permanently forget their own name, right? I suggest you think about those two things while you start packing.
You'd torture us over this. Really? Fine. We'll get out of your damn city. But I'd watch out after we tell Anton about this.
Hey, Mr. Mancer, please?
What's going on?
Well, my name is Marco, and I'm in charge of the network of wind turbines in Noctis.
Nice to meet you, but I don't really know why you're reaching out to me.
Well, I know that you've helped our prince, and I thought, I have a big problem. We're dealing with a series of robberies like we've never experienced before. Many wind turbines have been taken apart, and their components have disappeared. Without this source of energy, the city could disappear. The water, the electricity we use, everything comes from the wind turbines.
You want me to find the thieves?
Well, yes. I was told that a mutant thief had in his inventory parts that seemed to come from our facilities. If you could interrogate him?
Why don't you do it yourself?
That's because he's a thief. Not really the nicest kind of individual, you see. And there are probably more people behind all this. Please?
Fine. I'll see what I can do. My name's Zachariah Mancer. The Merchant Prince sent me to give you a message. You're not wanted here, so get the hell out. End of message.
Message received. Now return this message. Eat my ass, you prick. My boss said we should stay, so we're staying. End of message.
And there's the reason I'm not surprised you're still just a grunt among the Vori. Let me help you out a bit. You know what happens now that you've been spotted here. 1, you're smart and you leave, or 2, the Merchant Prince is gonna pin your ass down naked in the desert for a long, long date with the sun. Then watch you die a slow, painful death.
You're not right in the head, Mancer. Yeah, we'll leave, but I promise Anton's gonna make you pay for this.
Never would have thought they'd disguise themselves so well. They're either getting smarter, or someone a lot smarter above them is calling the shots. Anton must have put his top men here. I knew that tall guy at the city entrance looked familiar.
Ah, now there's a familiar fucking face. The notorious wanted Mancer from Ophir. You have any idea how much serum your head's worth? If the boss hadn't told us to stay away from that contract, I'd have it in a bag right now.
How'd you find Noctis? Not like it's on a map.
Just like everyone else here, a smuggler got us in, and why wouldn't we? Ain't everyone welcome in Noctis? Total opposite of Ophir. We just blended in with the crowd escaping that shithole city, and the rest is the present. And damn if I don't love this place. So much opportunity. A breath of fresh air unlike the stale bullshit of Ophir. A lot of serum to be made here. Not as much corruption, for sure, but we're working on that.
Do you happen to have a job for me?
Need serum, huh? Huh. Maybe you could do something for me. We haven't been here for long, but we came with a couple girls and got our hands on some local business. No matter where, there's always a need for this type of service. The girls have been disappearing for several days now.
Maybe they left. We're not in Ophir here. People can move around freely.
I would have believed if we hadn't found their pimps' bodies. The guys were taken out the dirty way. They think someone out there kills those guys and kidnaps our girls. Find who's doing it. Make them pay. Then find our girls. Hopefully alive. Though I got a feeling that ain't gonna be the case. I can show you on the map where the pimps' bodies are. Go there. You might learn a few things. We toss them into the canyon not to draw attention to our little problem. That way.
I'll look into it. Try to find the assassin.
Perfect. Do it. You'll get a reward.
That guy's in bad shape. The assassin must have been crazy mad. His face was sliced to pieces with a knife. The wounds are deep. Oh, his face is almost gone. Here's the other one. God, he's no better. He's also unrecognizable. You still find the same tenacity, the same deep wounds. It's strange. The assassin is either ambidextrous, or there are several of them. There are blows that hit from the left and then from the right. Anyhow, whoever did this must have really hated them. It must be quite a group of people, judging by their job. I just need to ask people who knew them well enough in order to find out who could have held such a grudge against them. Girls who were kidnapped, for instance. Hey there.
What do you want, human?
You said there was a lynching. Tell me about it. Maybe I could help.
The last time a man helped a mutant, it was only to bring a chair to help him reach the noose. And those that didn't participate watched and did nothing.
Who were these men?
It was those crazy religious zealots who hate us. Believe we have no souls. If we want the prince to do something, we need evidence. Same goes for handling it ourselves. But all we have is the body of our brother. We won't punish an innocent. We are not like them.
Not all humans are like that. Maybe I'll have some better luck asking around. I'll look into it. Hello? Have you heard anything about the pimps who were killed? Maybe you knew them.
It's a small world, honey. We all know each other. But why are you looking into this?
Let's just say I'd like to find your missing colleagues, and your pimp's assassin as well.
A righter of wrongs. I thought that he only existed in stories. That's cute. Listen, rumor has it that this militant man roams around and he wouldn't be the nice type. That he had a few words with our men. Some say that he's just a guy who's trying to claim his share of the market, you know what I mean? A new one who's trying to make a name for himself, but the pimps don't like it, which means that there must have been some fighting. Does that help?
Yes. Thank you.
Welcome, welcome. What's your pleasure? What are you looking for?
Did you hear about that mutant who got lynched? I want to know who did it.
I see. But why do you think I would know anything about it?
You know what goes on in that neighborhood like any merchant should. And you don't think that this kind of story is bad for business? The mutants are furious. You really want them to turn the whole city upside down in order to find the culprit?
You're not wrong. I guess that we'd better turn in the culprits and be done with it. It's a gang of fanatics from the temple that lynched that poor guy. Oh, it was awful.
Why didn't you do anything then?
It was an angry crowd. And, I mean, I have nothing against mutants, of course, but...
A spine like a jellyfish, but it walks like a human. Thanks for the information, I guess. Tell me, these wind turbine parts that I see, where did you find them?
I can't remember, dude. Probably somewhere. That's for sure. Sorry.
Listen, you must know that the city relies on those wind turbines. By taking them apart, you put everybody in jeopardy. I know you're not like that. I can see it. It's not you who was managing the trafficking. Tell me who's behind all this.
Alright, look. I'm just small potatoes, you know? Dudes behind this, though, don't fuck around. I didn't know that when I started. Just thought it was a no-sweat way to make a little serum behind Dandola's back, right? It was bigger than I thought, though, a lot bigger. Guys behind it are not dudes I like dealing with. Got bigger agendas. Not that I know this, but you can sense it, you know? Scary guys. From your corp, I think.
The Vori?
Yeah, that's right. The Vori, that's them. They're up to something else in the Gate District. You want a world of trouble, man? That's where you can find it.
Gentlemen, you are responsible for an awful crime. It's pointless to try to deny it. Several witnesses saw you. You didn't even try to be discreet.
We didn't have to hide. We're carrying out a divine mission, and nobody will prevent us from doing so. Not even you. Come on, guys! For the shadow! Stop! By the shadow! Stop! Yes. Yes! We killed the soulless mutant. But who cares? They gave their souls to the sun and betrayed the shadow. And their horrid forms became punishment. Why does it concern you?
Whatever your superstitions, over here, mutants are free. And believe me, when they learn that you're behind all this, I wouldn't bet that you'll get out of this alive.
No, no! I beseech you, don't tell them! Think about the turmoil it will create in the city, the riots. How about raising their doubts over something else? You would be rewarded.
Hello? Can I talk to you for a minute?
Every minute I'm talking, I'm not working. And my honey doesn't like it. But you're cute. I'll do you a favor then. Go ahead.
You must have heard that some of your colleagues are missing, and that one of the pimps died?
Yeah, of course I heard about it. And we're all scared shitless since it happened. We're targets. Like any time some weirdo wants to have a little fun. Why are you interested in this?
I'm trying to figure it out. Find the weirdo, as you say.
Yeah, there aren't many people who think about us, but I'm willing to believe you. Some clients are violent. It happens. It's sad, but it's the job. But there's something else. A bad guy who isn't even afraid of our pimps. He got into a fight with them, I think.
What does he look like?
And me? I look like a corpse, maybe? I've never seen that guy. I've heard about him, and that's fine by me. I've had enough problems. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to get back to work.
Hello. Have you heard anything about the pimps who were killed? Maybe you knew them.
No, not at all. Who are you, by the way? It sounds like we're in abundance.
I didn't want to worry you. I'm just trying to find out.
Forget it, will you? Anyway, I haven't been here a long time. Don't know anyone. So give me a break and go ask your questions somewhere else. I don't want any trouble.
All right. I'll leave. That girl is strange. Maybe it's just fear. The client I was told about, though. That guard deserves a little visit. I heard that you had had a few words with those ladies' pimps. Did you get your hands on their herd?
What? What are you talking about?
Write something with your right hand and then with your left hand, please.
That's a little twisted. What if it makes you happy?
Hey, you're not that nimble with your left hand. What kind of illegible scribble is this? You're really not ambidextrous.
I don't get what you're talking about. What's this all about?
Prostitutes have disappeared and their pimps got killed. Total carnage.
Listen, I won't deny that I'm often a client to some of the girls, but the ones I usually see are always in the neighborhood. If I ever had issues with their pimps, who are real scumbags, I wouldn't have killed them. A good beating would have been enough.
I see. Really sorry. Wrong lead. The girls must have lied to me, or hidden something from me. I'll have to keep an eye on them, otherwise they're likely to betray me.
Repent! We won't have access to the Blue Paradise so long as we are not all absolved of our sins. You came here to wash your soul?
I had something else in mind. Is there anything noteworthy happening right now?
We are stained with the blight of immorality, and it spreads like disease. Serum, meant for our poor and refugees, has been stolen from our temple. May the shadows guard us. I had to hire mercenaries to protect the holy precinct. May the sun turn his burning eye away from our sins. Having armored men guarding a temple? But how can we protect our poor resources from the greed of those Vori roaming our streets? How can we do it without threatening to create a bloodbath?
I guess that you'd like me to recover that serum for you.
You would be blessed 3 times over if you did it. However, if you're looking for me, don't approach the temple. Those mercenaries are thugs, and they shoot anyone who gets too close. I'm afraid they took my orders too seriously.
Sorry, pal, can't go through. Priest ordered us to let no one through. No one includes you.
Hey there.
What do you want, human?
Regarding the investigation you asked me to do.
Did you find anything? Who killed our brother?
The eyewitness testimony is clear, and they've even confessed. It's the work of religious fanatics.
Assholes! I knew it. We're gonna make them pay.
Hey, the Mancer's back. Hell do you want?
I'd like to know where you put away the serum that you stole from the preacher's parish. Really sunk far. Taking serum meant to help the refugees? I thought that the Vori were respectful of the sect.
By all means, we respect the sect. Shadow! We would never have gone to see a preacher and even less a serum for the refugees, but I can tell you that we won't let ourselves be insulted by some random jackass.
Listen, maybe I went a little too far, but come on, stealing is usually your forte, right? So if it's not you, that means someone got mixed up in this type of activity without your knowing. And on top of it, he's making sure you're the one accused.
Looks like it, and I don't like it at all. When I tell you that we didn't steal from the preacher, it's true. But we dealt with him not long ago, and I wonder if that didn't get us into deep shit.
Like...
The preacher came to ask us to scare away one of his parishioners, a guy who was helping him at the temple. He told us that he was threatening him and scaring him. Of course, we went to see the guy, shook him up a bit, and told him to stop bothering the preacher. But in retrospect, I wonder if that was the right thing to do. What did that guy see to make him go after a preacher, huh?
Thanks for the info. I'll look into it.